Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Acara kami menyediakan banyak bahasa. Silakan lihat suprememastertv.com/schedule.
The intense heat dome from the Sahara is wreaking havoc across North Africa and now Europe. The island of Sicily, already in a state of emergency, has recorded Europe's hottest ever temperature of nearly 49 degrees Celsius.
The devastating chain effect of extreme heat waves, part 2 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, the future will remember you.
Makadi, noble viewers, that means how are you in Shona, one of the official languages of Zimbabwe. I'm Sibongli. The affectionate people of Zimbabwe wish that all souls will be spiritually elevated through heaven's loving grace. Welcome to our show, The Devastating Chain Effect of Extreme Heat Waves, Part 2 of 2. Climate change continues to cause extreme weather events around the world. In the previous episode, we learned how record severe heat waves have impacted people's lives in the Western Hemisphere. On today's program, we will continue to see how climate change has caused extreme heat waves that have led to disasters on other continents and what we can do to help mitigate this catastrophe. In the Middle East, heat waves reaching temperatures of over 50 degrees Celsius occurred in the Arabian Peninsula during the summer of 2021. Several countries in this region have already experienced severe droughts, the worst in 900 years, and adding the extreme heat waves has just made things worse, resulting in increased evaporation, lower water levels, and spreading desertification. Severe drought have also seriously impacted Afghanistan, putting 14 million citizens at risk of severe or acute hunger, according to the UN World Food Programme. The worst drought in 70 years in Syria and the second driest season in 40 years in Iraq have caused severe water shortages for these countries. Many farmers were forced to leave their lands, and this could lead to a collapse of the food system for millions of people. High temperatures and dry conditions aided the rapid spread of a huge wildfire near Jerusalem. The flames burned over 5,000 acres and forced 2,000 residents of nearby towns and villages to evacuate. Israel's Foreign Minister, His Excellency Gabi Ashkenazi, asked neighboring countries for help. Early in the summer of 2021, India also experienced intense heat.
In India, the national capital is likely to continue witnessing heat wave-like conditions. On June 29th, the maximum temperature in Delhi touched 43 degrees Celsius, which was the highest recorded this year. The residents of Vivekanand camp are facing an acute water crisis due to less supply in the area. Many areas in Delhi lack water connections, leaving residents fully reliant on bore wells or tanker water to live. Climate change is causing record-setting temperatures to become more frequent.
The year 2020 was also the hottest on record for Europe overall, but some parts of Europe broke those records with even higher temperatures recorded in August 2021.
The intense heat dome from the Sahara is wreaking havoc across North Africa and now Europe. As it moved northwards into Italy, temperatures rose to dangerous new highs. The island of Sicily, already in a state of emergency, has recorded Europe's hottest ever temperature of nearly 49 degrees Celsius.
Record-setting temperatures were also recorded in Spain and Greece at plus 47 degrees Celsius. The heat dome fueled devastating wildfires that tore through forests and homes and destroyed vital infrastructure across Southeast Europe. Thousands of people were forced to evacuate. Hundreds of thousands of acres were burned, and the wildfires claimed at least 17 lives in Turkey, Italy, Greece, and Spain. Massive fires have also been raging across Siberia in northern Russia, burning nearly 15 million acres.
The images we saw in all the international media will, I hope, be a wake-up call for the global community, in that here there is something happening that will lead us to absolute destruction.
Climate change increases the risk of the hot, dry weather likely to fuel wildfires, and temperatures will keep rising without steep cuts to emissions the world over.
Vegan. Just one little switch can save the world.
Discerning viewers, we will take a moment now to hear an important message and be back shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our show, The Devastating Chain Effect of Extreme Heat Waves. While much attention has focused on Southern Europe's heat crisis, it was even hotter on the North African shore of the Mediterranean Sea. In Tunisia, the temperature reached the country's record high of 50 degrees Celsius. The last previous high was 48.2 degrees Celsius, set in 1968. In Algeria, dozens of fires have burned amid a heat wave sweeping across North Africa, while most of the regions in the north of the country have been placed on alerts for heat waves. Wildfires tore through forested mountain villages in Algeria's Berber region, killing at least 65 people, including 28 soldiers. Although Africa produces less than 4% of the world's greenhouse gases, it is heavily impacted by climate change. Lack of rain and temperature increases have caused the worst droughts and the failure of crops. According to the United Nations, hunger is expected to rise in many places in Africa. The highest alerts are for catastrophic situations in Ethiopia's Tigray region, southern Madagascar, Yemen, South Sudan, and northern Nigeria, with millions at risk of famine. In Ethiopia, the number of people facing starvation and death is expected to rise to 400,000, including tens of thousands of children. UN Children's Fund spokesperson James Elder says, without humanitarian access to increase our aid, some 30,000 severely malnourished children in these extremely inaccessible areas are at great risk of dying. Hundreds of thousands are enduring hunger in Madagascar, where children are just skin and bones, and families are eating mud and cactus leaves because there is nothing else. Food prices have gone up 3 to 4 times, and many children are forced to beg on the streets for food. There is almost no water. This is a real tragedy, and the UN's World Food Programme has declared this a crisis caused by climate change. Our hearts are broken to see the condition of people in Africa. We need to act now to save the people and our world. Supreme Master Chen Hai has revealed that the quickest and most long-term solution to extreme weather events is adopting a vegan lifestyle.
Now we have also a record heat. The past decade has twice, at least, seen the hottest average annual temperatures ever recorded in our planet's history. In 2003, a record heat wave hit Europe, claiming tens of thousands of lives. Heat waves also preceded the worst wildfires ever in Australia's history. Our current course of climate change is worse than the worst-case scenario projected by the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, with the damaging and often fatal effects already being seen through such extreme events as hurricanes, flooding, droughts, and heat waves. Even if the world reduces greenhouse gas emissions, the planet will take time to recover from the gases already in the atmosphere. This is why it is necessary to focus on short-lived gases, namely methane. Methane traps at least 72 times more heat than CO2, average over a 20-year period. Methane's biggest source is the livestock industry, which is indeed one of the top causes of global warming that must be stopped. We now can see how imperative it is to stop the warming of the planet with the greenest of all green policies and actions. The most compassionate, the most heroic, the most life-saving action, that is, the vegan diet. Organic vegan, to be exact, is better for your health as well. It is the long-term insurance against climate change.
Our sincere appreciation and gratitude go to Supreme Master Chen Hai for her precious wisdom and clarity. We pray to heaven that people around the world will soon convert to the compassionate vegan lifestyle to reduce climate change and thus end extreme weather events.
Everyone should be able to choose, if they wish, a balanced vegetarian alternative. The Honorable Bastien Lachou, vegetarian.
Sensible viewers, thank you for your delightful company today. Coming up next is Amy Jean Davis, vegan, LA Animal Safe and Love Always Sanctuary founder, part 2 of 2. May all of humanity quickly adopt the virtuous vegan lifestyle to bring about everlasting peace on earth.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/PE.